What's up everybody, another beautiful day in the Dragon Isles, and today we're taking a look at heroic Nymue. Now I'll be going over all the new mechanics, how they work, and how to deal with them. Do keep in mind that this is PTR, so things can change or be reworked completely. Looking at the encounter area, the floor is covered in a pattern of lines. Some of these lines will be filled up with verdant matrix, and if you cross over a verdant matrix line, you take some damage and get a stacking dot. And the damage ramps up fast from this as you stack it up. So the verdant line pattern will change following intermission into a new pattern, or well, more lines. Throughout the fight, the boss will spawn surging growths. Each active growth will deal ticking damage to the raid over a minute, and players needs to stand in these circles to greatly reduce their duration. It is easy to get overrun by these if everyone doesn't help out soak. Range and healers, make sure to spread out a bit in range. The growth spawns everywhere, and since you have verdant lines, you can't really run all over the place to get to them. It is fine to cross the line every now and then, but taking multiple stacks is a great way to win damage. Taken an overall death. TLDR, if there's a small green circle up, stand in it. Players targeted by Weaver's Burden will drop a barrier blossom when it expires, which is like a ring of peace, but with a pretty flower. So you need to be careful where you drop these. They take up a lot of space and players will need to move around. So building a wall of flowers blocking a path is not the way to go unless you want to screw with melee, which I can understand. When this expires, you get inflorescence, which makes you spawn grass and purdy flowers where you walk, making you immune to verdant lines for 4 seconds so that you can get back to boss or your range position again. It also gives you woven resonance, which increases nature damage taken by 100%. On heroic, this targets a tank and a few random players. When we tested it, we got 1 on tank and 2 random, but could be more if you're 30 man. And for you tanks out there, you want to swap on each Weaver's Burden. Players beware of impending loom. Oh, such an impending loom, which makes balls fall from the sky and get connected by a beam when they reach the ground and travels outwards. If you get hit by the beam, you get stunned and you take a ton of damage. Now, if you look at the balls, you can see in what order they'll drop and where the next beam will spawn. Periodically, raid will take a ton of damage over 6 seconds from Viridian Rain and over 10 seconds by Continuum. Just heal, forehead, make sure to have cooldowns. Then at 100 energy, intermission starts and you want to split the raid in half. Nymue will cast Full Bloom, and anyone hit by the green circle around her takes lethal nature damage but gains inflorescence. Tanks needs to get hit by this, so the boss will spawn 2 cycle wardens on each side of the room. Half the raid goes left, another goes right, and the tanks will make a fancy flower path which makes you immune to verdant lines, so touch grass as you run towards the ad. If a cycle warden crosses a verdant matrix line, the raid goes kaboom, 100% more kaboom per line. The wardens also have a huge frontal cone, lumbering slam, which will also spawn surging growths on heroic. Make sure to soak these, and you want to dodge the fancy flower pattern of green swirls. Swirls are bad, and the raid will take increasing ticking damage during the intermission, which ends once you've defeated both the wardens. Following this, phase 1 starts again, but with a different pattern of lines throughout the room, and even more lines following the second intermission. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Nymue. Let me know what y'all think of this fight, and if you have any questions at all, hit me up in the comments. You can also become a patron or Twitch sub and get access to the Stankie Discord, where you can get help with anything raiding related or enhancement. You can also get shoutouts and videos, among other things. Don't forget the usual stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and slap that notification bell. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.
Good lord.